Good morning, Diecast friends, family, channel viewers. Today is going to be all about loose cars. I got some loose cars for the archive, the Ignition Diecast Gigantoid Archive. And then I have 6 cars that I unwrapped from the Glory Box down there. And if you don't know, the Glory Box is this huge batch of loose new cars that I got off Mercari, 336 of them to be exact. And it's kind of my dopamine insurance policy. I only unwrap them slowly when I have nothing else going on, nothing else to open. And I'm never disappointed. It's like all gems. So I'm hoping to milk that for like another month or so. I have some Ignition Diecast updates, but I'll save the toggy parts for the end of the video. Onto the cars. So these 4 are loose already because they were Ignition Diecast loose inventory and were made loose when the business was not mine for those 7 weeks or so. But now all the inventory is back in this home office, shipping, receiving, headquarters, collecting room place. So these 4 are going to the archive. They are 2025 e-case for the most part. But again, they're already unwrapped. So here is the Futurismo. Don't want it myself, but it's kind of cool looking. If you collect sleek race car type castings, this is a must-have. And I have no idea how many times it's been cast, but probably a lot. Sounds like a 90s car. The Roadster in green this year. This has been around a while too. I'm not exactly sure how long, but again, if you collect Roadsters, convertibles, this is a must-have. The Slide Kick, and here's the special feature. Ready? The sidecar slides out. It's got an extra seat that pushes in. I don't collect these, but if you collect these like flat race car type cars, you probably want to have this one. I call this gold. It's sort of a metallic yellow. It's either yellow or gold, but the metal part is red. So in Mattel rules, this would be called red, but I don't think they even follow their own rules consistently. And then the long block, which is like a longer version of the small block. These are squared off because they're supposed to be like soapbox derby cars, popular with the Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts. So we're to presume that this wasn't carved out of a block of wood. And this is from the Art Cars series, so it's got a letter on the top. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. And don't collect these myself. I don't even collect art cars anymore. Just some of them. So, going to the archive. So, what are the 6 that I unboxed or debagged from the, I said debag, from the Glory Box? This silver Viper SRT ACR 10.1.3. Just kidding. It's called a SRT 10 ACR or something like that. But I have about, this makes 7 or so. So I have a lot of this casting. And we saw a silver one very recently. So I keep these in a box with my Muscle and Blowns. But Muscle and Blown may have a new partner soon. I may just break the Vipers off in a separate box because I'm getting like a lot of them. I have about 18 or so. So here are 5 Mustangs, which puts me in a Mustang crisis, which I'll get to in a minute. So these have odd names, so I'm going to pause while I look at them because I literally can't remember what the name of each one of these is. So this one is a 2020 Shelby GT500. Don't have it. I think I have a few of this casting, so got to keep that one. Here's a funky one. I have never seen one with that rear end before. There's a custom Mustang GT that has this lip that pops up and down for looping, but it's not the same as that. This one is called, hold on, 2005 Ford Mustang. And I'm pretty sure this is the only one I have of these. I've never really seen one of these before. Very weird. Let me show you what I thought it was. So this is the custom 18 Ford Mustang with the folding lip. And this has one too, but no wing. And it's got that weird, I guess it's a parachute. So it's like a drag car. This is the only one of these that I have. So keeping it. This is a Laguna Seca, something like that. I'll go ahead and look on camera. It's called a 2012 Ford Mustang Boss 302 Laguna Seca. Never heard of it. I believe this is the first one of these that I have too. So getting a lot of Mustangs, man. This one's pretty basic. It's just called a 2015 Ford Mustang GT. I would imagine that I have a couple of these. And then here's an odd one. This will be the trivia question. This says nothing on the bottom. It's a Hot Wheels, but it does not say what it is. And it's obviously a Gen 1 fastback or notchback, red interior, but looks super cool. I'm going to keep this one, but I don't know what the casting is called. Has a split down the roof. So you tell me. So these 5 blow my Mustang plans, constraints completely out of the water. Let me show you. So I have 4 Plano wall-mounted boxes devoted to Mustangs, all Mustangs. But I ran out of space. I hit 96. So what did I evacuate? The Fox bodies. So there's these 84 SVOs and 92 Mustangs. Both of these castings are Gen 2 Fox bodies. And then I have these 2 police cars that people gave me. This, I believe, is from John R. It's a Georgia State Patrol. And I have a weird thing about these cars. It was the first 5.0 Fox body Mustang I ever saw was a GSP car. And I was like, what the hell? I guess the Mustang is a badass again. Even though the Gen... Did I say Gen 2? This is Gen 3, I believe. Even though Gen 2 came with like a Cobra version, they probably always had a V8 option in Mustang. But this was the first one I ever saw of a Fox body. And give me a break, I was like 19 years old. I was like, whoa, Mustang is back. Anyway, here's a black one. This is a different base. I think this might be M2 or Auto World, but also Fox body. So these are coming out of that array. The new ones I just unboxed or unbagged, debagged, are going up there, and I'm gonna create a separate lidded labeled box for Fox bodies. So Ignition Diecast updates. Nothing super exciting, nothing super depressing. Shipping's gone up a little bit. And there's 2 reasons. The USPS has raised their prices, and Ignition Diecast is getting so many orders that the recycling bin repurposed boxes is no longer practical. I'm constantly running out, so I had to buy some boxes. And I'll use them sparingly. I'll try to use recycled cardboard first. But because having to buy boxes, The shipping and handling fee has gone up slightly, like 50 cents on the, not for small orders, but for like medium, large, and extra large orders. And this is just kind of a random data point. Most of the orders from Ignition Diecast, this was true before I sold it, and it seems to be incredibly true now. I don't know what happened in the past 6 or 7 weeks, but a majority of the orders are from west of the Mississippi, like California, Arizona, Washington, Idaho, and it's expensive to ship out there. It's like a lot more than the East Coast, significantly. So what I found is a couple orders were going out that cost more to ship than the customer paid in shipping, which kind of sucks to lose money on an order. There's profit built into the cars that are for sale, but still, the purpose of the shipping charge is that the customer pays it all. So that's it. Basically, I've noticed in like the week or two that I've been back at this, there's a lot of people trying to game the system. I'll get one example is we have this free section, and I started adding these free t-shirts. Somebody yesterday ordered 34 items, and guess what? 17 of them were paid for items, and 17 of them were free items, which is fine. I mean, a deal's a deal. It's supposed to be 1-to-1. If you have one free item for every item you pay for. Well, this person bought exactly 17 items and selected exactly 17 free items, which is fine, except 7 of them were shirts, and shirts are pretty heavy. So when I boxed it all up, the person paid $11.90 for shipping. I boxed it all up, and it was going to cost $22.50 something to ship to California, of course. So I had to keep taking stuff out until we got down to roughly what they paid in shipping, and they didn't get all the free items that they wanted. So there's no point to that story, just sharing. And speaking of sharing, someone said that this channel is all about gloating. Like, it must be weird having a YouTube channel where you just show off which people send you for free and gloating about the cars you can afford to buy. I see it as more a sharing channel. Like, this stuff is not expensive. A lot of people call this trash. Like, the convention cars and RLC and collector editions are where they're at. And the higher end stuff, like Mini GT and Kaido House and stuff. So these main lines that people send me or I buy for 46 cents a piece, or these main lines that I buy in stores or via case, is not gloating. I hope you don't see it as gloating. I'm just kind of, this is what I'm into, and this channel is for people who are also into these stupid little toys. So that's about it. Talk to you tomorrow.